Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Vinny Vid Productions. In this video we're going to go over the updates I'm doing to the city and area of Wickenburg. There'll be updates on the fire department, the town, the depot, the roads, and so on and so forth. I also want to say at this time that last weekend the town of Wickenburg was hit pretty hard with rain. Mass flooding throughout the whole town, wiped out some businesses. There's mud piles all over the place, and I'm going to try and upload a video of that, but if I can't, if you guys want to check it out, go to abcnews.com Arizona and click on Wickenburg floods, and you'll see the devastation that was caused up there in this last weekend. We are in what they call the monsoon season, and we're getting hit from the Pacific coast and from the Gulf Coast. Anyhow, just thought I'd bring that little piece of information up. Let's go ahead and get on with the rest of the video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and as always, your questions, comments, input, and subs are welcome. For now, that's all folks. BNSF 6951 out. As far as weathering the roads, like I told you guys earlier, I don't like doing weathering, but I had to give it a chance on the roads. And this here is a very, very dark gray, which worked out just really well. The black was way too black. Anyhow, I just used a small stiff brush to do it, and you'll see the end result when I bring it back out to the layout. There will be 3 grade crossings on this layout, and what I'll be using is logic rail circuitry for the lights, also logic rail photo sensors that I will be installing in the track, the HQ series sound modules for the bell, and I know the speaker looks kind of big, but on my previous layout I had that on there and it sounds pretty good. And also I will be using NJ International crossing gates. As we move on, all my street signage will be either from Scale-like or Blair. They have good assortment of street signs and so on and so forth that I'll be using. Speed limit signs and arrows and T's and all that kind of stuff. So that I'll be using there. And then finally, the gas station will be getting a wooden fence. And this is also a Bar Mills product. Anyhow, stay tuned and we'll get back out to the layout and I'll show you what's going on there. So be right back. Alright guys, as you can see, I'm out in the train room right now, and we're going to start off this update with the fire department in Wickenburg. As you can see, I added a flagpole with Old Glory up there. I have not glued down any of the roofs yet, and the reason why is because in the front, Joe G was very kind to make me up some decals. I will probably be using the lower black one, and then one of the others I might use on the depot itself. Excuse me. Anyhow, Joe has straightened me out on a few things. This area here is their training room, is what he told me, and the area in the back is their sleeping quarters, and up here in the top is basically just a storage area. So Joe, thanks for that information, I appreciate it. Next, what I'm going to be doing are the roads. And for the roads, I'm going to be using highways and byways stick-ons. They're a great product, and they look really good when they're down. As you can see, I already got the railroad crossing on that one, and the yellow stripe down the center. And on this side here, I still have to add the stop line because, well, no, I'm going to put the stop line on this one because this will be a through thoroughfare. Alright, now we're going to move over to the depot area, and as you can see, we've got a black top in there. And even though it's not an active depot, The parking here will be for employees, and what I intend to be using there is BLMA car stops. They look good and they are very prototypical. Also, I'm adding this building here as a maintenance shop for this area, and there's supposed to be a siding in there for maintenance away, but I really don't have the room for it there. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to put it over on this side right here. And so from this area to the town of Wickenburg is not really that far, so I think it'll work out good over there. Anyhow, another one of my side streets done, well, almost done, and it was easy to do these ones because I was able to do them on my workbench. As far as these guys go, that's going to be a different story. But anyhow, this will be 2 lanes in each direction, and then there'll also be some curbside parking right here. I got some of these working street lights that I'll be putting in this area. Unfortunately, I don't have enough to do it all along here, but eventually I will. Anyhow, I took the smallest building and I put it in the back there just to give it a little bit more depth. And we'll move on to this side here, and you can see the gas station is right there. Then I have all this empty space right here, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Not yet, anyhow. But anyhow, if you guys remember, I had a road that was coming straight across. I decided to make it a bit more prototypical, and this is the flyover. And if you're coming from here and coming this way, that way would be Phoenix. And so it'll come around and it'll come down right into the main street of Wickenburg and go through the town. Okay, and then coming back here, this road here will continue straight out. Originally I was going to put, have this road curve into this road, but this road is nowhere as close to this road, so I decided to do it this way instead. Anyhow, that's going to be a little, I don't know, again, shop. I'll figure out what that's going to be eventually. But anyhow, this is just poster board. I did a mock-up just to make sure it would fit, and so this is basically the area up here. I added some more backdrops. That's from a different company. I don't remember the company. But anyhow, the reason why I'm concentrating on this whole area is because right there, when you come into this room, you come in from that way into here, and I want everybody to see this first. Alright guys, I'm going to show you how I prepare my roads for the striping that I'm going to be using, and I'll show you the product that I will be using in the next clip. Anyhow, this road from this side to this side is 48 scale feet. What I did was I left 8 feet here for parking, and then I split it down the middle at 20 feet and then made each lane 10 feet. As you can see, I've got it all measured out, and I did use a scale rule, my center line and my other side. When you're done putting the stripes down, very carefully you can erase the pencil marks that you don't want to see. And actually, that adds a little bit to the weathering of the roadway. Anyhow, we'll continue on with this, and I'll bring you back when I stop putting the stripes down. So stay tuned, and we'll be back shortly. Alright guys, once you get the backing ready to come off, all you do is you peel it off. And now you just have the arrow on the front paper. So now what you need to do is just place it where you want it. And push it down, and all I do is take a skewer and just burnish it in, just like you would do with a dry transfer. And just make sure you get a good firm push down on it, and then once that's done, all you got to do Just pick up your paper and voila, you have a graphic on the road. And now we'll do the other side. And try and match it up to the same spot that the other one is in. And once you get where you want it, push it down and take your tool and just burnish it in again. And guys, this is a great product. If you're going to do street markings, you would look into this again as highways and byways. They do an excellent job. Everything is to scale. And let's see how that looks. Uh-oh. Just make sure, and when you peel it up slow, so if you didn't get it all down, you can get it down again. And there we go. How about that, guys? Alright, so now, again, what I also did here was I scribed in the expansion joints, and it looks pretty good for me. So let me show you what it looks like with a couple of vehicles in place. And there you go. That's how it's going to look. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and continue this, and when I get done, I'll show you the completed road. Alright, so stay tuned and we'll be back shortly. Alright guys, here we are back out at my layout, and I am making the overpass a bit more prototypical. It is split just the way you see it there, and my partner in crime, Diana, told me that this is actually called the Morristown Avenue Overpass. It'll be 2 lanes in each direction, and as we come down further, we'll have some of the barriers down here at the bottom, and I forgot what the hell they're called. Whatever they called. Anyhow, sorry about that, a brain fart. Anyhow, the space that I said that was empty and I didn't know what I was going to do with, well, I decided I was going to put my substation there, and it most likely will get a chain link fence to secure the area. And then we'll move over to the gas station, and like I told you earlier, that there will be a wooden fence that goes around there. And then we'll move over to the actual town. As you can see, I've got parking for 10 cars in front of all the DPM buildings. I will be using various woodland scenic figures to populate the area. And we'll move on over to the depot. And as you can see, I did repaint it and get everything cleaned up a bit more. And then there'll be a BLMA antenna there. And also, in the back, I've got some electrical cabinets. Alright, and now for the roads themselves, it was my first attempt in actually doing some weathering. I'm not a good person to do weathering. I really don't like it. I'm not good at it. But I think that for my first attempt to weathering a road, it actually came out pretty good. As you can see, I've added some cracks in the concrete. I think, personally, that it looks pretty good. You guys let me know what you think about it. Anyhow, stay tuned, and I'm going to populate the cars on the road and show you what a busy afternoon would look like in the town of Wickenburg. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, this is your typical Monday morning traffic in the town of Wickenburg. I think it's going to look pretty good when it all gets done. But like I say, your guys' opinions and input and questions are always welcome on this. But for now, I think that's going to be all for this video. As always, your questions, comments, input, and subs are always welcome. For now, that's all folks. BNSF 6951 out.